pleasure of accomplishment. This is what people don't have. So they run around saying, my self-esteem is low. Their esteem is low only inside, low steam. Cannot take this and train like the dumbbell, man. This is not another dumbbell with a little length. This is not a lengthy dumbbell, club bell. No, it's not. It's a gift from Kubera. So unless you're feeling the ebb and flow of Shakti in your body and you realize from where it's leaking, why it ebbs, and keep it in an ever-flowing state. That is dhyana. Somewhere
Where
here.
is it?
Somewhere here inside, in the center. There's the center of the Gada.
Okay.
In fact, you're literally hitting the person with the center of gravity of the Gada.
Okay.
So to swing the Gada's center, imagine which center you have to connect it to, your center.
Yeah.
Most idiots are swinging Gada. They don't know the swoosh.
Yeah.
It's the swoosh that removes teeth and breaks noses.
Breaks
They don't know
jaws,
anything.
Break pulse.
They don't know anything.
Yeah.
It's a very secret art. You can't know anything about it till you learn it from a guru.
Yeah.
What you know?
Yeah.
Gada will move like a light, weightless object if you use it in the right way. I don't mind if you're overweight, if you're doing this undisciplined. While you practice Hanuman Gada, you will lose weight. But you have to get out and go out and work out and just get out of this trap of this rat itihasa, slave rat itihasa that we have. Gandhiji liberated us. Until then we were slave rats. No, this rat itihasa has to be replaced with a divine itihasa. Like, I want to learn something spiritual. I want to connect to Hanuman. I want to really understand what are those golden winds that flow. Shouldn't fitness take you away from hospital forever? Huh? So that's what it is. So don't go after fitness, man. Go after spiritual growth. Everything will come, including fitness. If your spiritual practice isn't making you fit, it's not a spiritual practice. What the heck it is? What is it? I don't know. Sorry for the language, but I get irritated when people say I'm doing a spiritual practice and they look like they could die. It's not correct. You're misleading people. You're telling them that this is the result. Dread is the result of spiritual doctrine. No, Amrita is. Your cells have to be healing faster than they are decaying. Then you're on some kind of real spiritual practice. Otherwise, it's just gas. When I'm ready, I can strike a bomb like that and bomb like this.
Yeah. That other side is also Gada.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a mini Gada, no?
Yeah.
Small party.
That
Big party.
switches.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Birthday. All the female gods have a Gada.
Yeah.
You know? Shankha, Chakra, Gada Haste, Mahalakshmi, Namostate.
Yeah.
What are we saying?
Yeah.
Mahalakshmi is carrying a Gada?
Yeah.
Can you think of anything more feminine? Can you think of anybody more feminine than Mahalakshmi?
No ways.
Huh?
Yeah.
No. Does she look like she has PCOD or something? No, right? She looks beautiful, radiant, right? She doesn't have any of those things. And yet she's carrying a Gada? Yeah. And I can give you the pulsations too.
Yeah.
Now you feel. Your mirror neurons will start the same pulsation in some time.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Yeah. I'm also feeling in control. Yeah. I'm feeling that in me. Yeah.
You feel that things are just growing. And you become like a snake that raised its hood. And then you can push anything. Then you put everything back.
35%.
Relax. Only when you need to take action. So you can swell up into that in 1 second and go boom. I swell up. If I swell up and hit someone and then come back to my normal force, they'll think coconut fell on his head.
You had mentioned if you surrender to Hanuman, he blesses you, he gives you Mahasiddhis and Astamahasiddhis. So what's the...
Ashtasiddhi now nidhi ke data.
Yeah.
He gives.
Okay. what are these Ashtasiddhis?
Anima, Lagima, Garima, Mahima, Ishitva, Vashitva, Prakamya.
Okay.
These are the 8 siddhis.
Okay.
And Anima is the ability to become small as an atom. That means, Hanuman could shrink to the size of an atom if he wanted. And then he would travel somewhere else by just copying his information and he would reach somewhere else. Anima Siddhi allows you the power to teleport. Move from one place in Shakti to another place in Shakti by recreating inside the womb yourself somewhere else. That's Anima Siddhi. Lagima Siddhi is the ability to fly. So then there is Ishitva Siddhi, where you can become the lord of something, where you start setting the rules. Okay? This means the ability to lead a large number of people and to be a leader, to be a fantastic leader. Vashitva Siddhi is the ability to come to agreement. You are able to get anyone to agreement. Vashitva Siddhi. Even if it's the forces of nature, they'll agree with you. Prakamya Siddhi is the ability to fulfill your desires. Okay? That means whatever karma arises in you from Devi, you'll be able to fulfill it. And Bhukti Siddhi means the ability to have pleasure. Bhog. Bhukti Siddhi is the ability to enjoy sensory pleasures, unlimited sensory pleasures. These are treasures, all of these together, the Ashtama Siddhi. Some of them seem like it's within the grasp of people, but you can see it's put in the same league as Anima, Mahima, Lagima, Garima, which is beyond the grasp of everyone. Till then they're like, yeah, okay. And the moment you start saying Ishitva, they think they can do it. I can dominate everyone. Vashitva, yes, I can come to agreement. No, you can't. It's not that easy. Prakamya Siddhi. Like you can't fulfill your real karma. You keep modifying it. You keep adjusting it. New karma, new edition. Karma edition 11.1111. Oh, angel number. Still it doesn't work. And Bhukti Siddhi, who the hell has pleasure anymore? All they have is displeasure with everything. I don't know. This could be heaven if you had pleasure, no? This place where we live, it can be heaven if you had some pleasure in your life. So let it get smashed out of your head right now. Bam! All the pleasure out. Which you think is pleasure. Sasta pleasure. Get involved in lamba pleasure, okay? Like really expensive pleasures which take you some time to accomplish. The pleasure of accomplishment. This is what people don't have. So they run around saying, my self-esteem is low. Their esteem is low only inside, low esteem. No, they don't have. And then they say, my self-image is no good. And whatever diagnosis. Instead of that, what should you do? Connect to the divine lineage of Hanuman. Do the practices. Learn Hanuman Gada. Okay? That's when you're going to step into a world of magic. It's like getting into Harry Potter school, whatever it was called. It's a different world. To be in a Hanuman Gada world is a different world. Okay? It's a Gada of Kubera, don't forget. This is also the Gada of wealth. Those who practice Hanuman Gada will start seeing that money is suddenly pouring on them. Because this is given by Kubera. And you're invoking all those methods taught by Hanuman. I teach all that in the advanced stages. What this Gada can do other than just smash someone's head. It has a lot of mystical and magical siddhis and powers. It's a siddhi Gada.
Wow. Amazing. So it's also a very cool design. And a lot of people were interested. They are also doing some swinging, but they found your talks very valuable, and they wanted to learn the philosophy.
So philosophy, they can't even do the swinging we do. They need to learn. It's a lot of hard work what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're looking at total body flexibility and it's not happening, sadly,
Yeah.
in the real world, where in the so-called fitness world.
Hmm.
That you cannot take this and train like the dumbbell, man. This is not another dumbbell with a little length. This is not a lengthy dumbbell, club bell.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a gift from Kubera. It's not for dumbbells, like I said.
Yeah. Right.
डोले शोले बनाते हैं नहीं मत आओ इधर
So, how are dhyana and the practice of Hanuman Gada related? Because a lot of people are doing dhyana who want to learn this. How are they connected? How does Hanuman Sadhana help them?
A lot of people don't know what is dhyana, so let me tell you what it is first. Dhyana is to pay attention to where you're losing energy and stop losing it. That is dhyana. Is it required for Hanuman Gada? Yes. Is Hanuman Gada only dhyan? No, it's more than that. So dhyan is a given. Like you make sure that you are full and you don't keep leaking energy. Keep your energy field in a very perfect shape. You don't spoil your Swamurti. Yes, you have to have a Swamurti of Hanuman when you start. Become divine like him. No more excuses. People are scared to become divine because then they'll have to not have any more excuses. Every failure of yours is your own responsibility then from. And you have to take moral responsibility for all your failures. You don't want to do that. So then they say, I am a human, no, it's soluble to a human, right? I can be a human, right? No. Be divine. To err is human. So, fixing it, whose father will do? Human only has to do. Let us call a father of the human, the Vanaras. They will fix it. No, you have to fix it. Then might as well be divine, so that you're 90%, 95% tamasic, sitting around waiting for divine signals, and then you do. What you do will be miracle because you're riding on the wave of Shakti.
Yeah.
Why we don't feel the ebb and flow of Shakti within us and our bodies? We don't feel it. That is dhyan. You don't feel it only. So unless you're feeling the ebb and flow of Shakti in your body and you realize from where it's leaking, why it ebbs, and keep it in an ever-flowing state. That is dhyana. Then that flow will start. First you have to be aware of the flow. That is dharana. Dharana, you're getting aware of the flow out and the flow in. Inflow and outflow. In dhyana, you stop the flow out. And then you start to collect it like a dam. You're a collection of, like how a dam collects a large amount of water, you collect a large amount of energy within your boundaries. And then that is your energy field. That's an energy field that you own. And depending on how powerful it is, things happen. You have an energy costly life or you have an energy cheap life, budget life. Are you in a budget life itself? You want budget this and budget that, you're probably on a budget life. You're not living to your full potential. No? The people who want our course to cost less. Why? Why you don't want yourself to be rich? You want the course to cost less.
It's way
Something's
less than
wrong
what we are learning
with this line of thinking.
What you are learning here cannot be like, it's way less than what we are learning here. Because this is like...
There's a cost also for us to come out here and make these podcasts. Who's going to cover that? Human beings. Who want to be divine. Them.
Yeah, you had taught this, you had given the story once of a rocket scientist just tightening one screw and charging 1 lakh for it.
Yeah.
And then someone asked him like, why are you charging 1 lakh to
No, he
just
said
tighten?"
break down the invoice. How can it cost so much?
Yeah.
Ah.
And then
He charged 1
Yeah.
rupee for it.
yeah. So he said I charged 1 rupee for the screw,
Ah.
and the rest is for my
9,99,999
Yeah.
for knowing which screw.
where to fix it.
Yeah, man. Knowledge is costly. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's not free.
Yeah.
When you find someone knowledgeable, get ready to pay whatever they want for the knowledge. Then they'll give it to you happily. If you
Yeah.
come there and bargain and you win it also and then get it at a discount, you'll still
Yeah.
not get the teaching.
Yeah.
Because maybe I don't want to teach you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't give value to what I'm teaching.
Yeah.
Okay? So I have every right to charge what I want to charge.
Yeah.
You have no right to tell me that it's costly.
Yeah.
You can tell me you can't afford it and you're going to work on it and you realize its value. But when you say it's costly, you're saying it's of no value.
Yeah.
I just block such guys.
Yeah.
Because when they say what I'm teaching is costly,
Yeah.
they're saying I'm a cheat.
Yeah.
I'm selling something of less worth
Yeah.
and charging so much.
Hmm.
That's the accusation.
Yeah.
Implied in this, it's too costly. Watch your mouth when you talk in front of me.
Yeah.
If you talk like that in front of me, I know what's implied. I'll hear that. Don't devalue me just because you can't afford the course. I don't get it. What is this behavior?
Yeah.
You first build energy. I'm giving a lot of things for free. You
Yeah.
build your energy first. Okay, I'm giving a lot of things for free.
Yeah.
You know that guy at acquisition.com,
Yeah.
Alex Hormozy.
Yeah.
He gives out all the information on how to start a business for free. You know why? Because when you actually learn and you make your business big, he wants to acquire it. That's when he actually makes money from you. At that stage you come. After you got benefit from me so much that you understand 30,000 is nothing for the course, then you come. Okay? Otherwise people come and they just like start some conversation, man. So these are all very... you don't have the emotion of abundance when you start thinking something is costly. I never think how is something costly. I say, how can I afford it? What should I do now to be able to afford this? Why your brain is not going that road? What is this road? Where does this road end? In you feeling injustice that my course is so costly. That's what it ends in. Buddhimata varishta.
Yeah.
So much buddhi that is. How smart are you?
Yeah.
Okay? That's why you need to chant it over and over. Get smart and come and learn Hanuman Gada.
Yeah. So I was doing the Gada practice, and this is a foundations course. So one of the foundations was in one of the previous episodes that you had mentioned about finding your center. Hanuman Gada is the practice of, it will help you find your center of universe, center of perception, everywhere where the universe is coming from. You'll be at the center of it. Looking at the Gada, I was thinking like, where is the Gada center? I don't know. How will I find my center if I don't know the Gada center? Like, then I wanted to know
Somewhere
where
here.
is it?
Somewhere here inside, in
Okay.
the center. That's the center of the Gada.
Okay.
In fact, you're literally hitting the person with the center of gravity of the Gada.
Okay.
So to swing the Gada's center, imagine which center you have to connect it to,
Yeah.
your center.
Yeah.
Your center has to move for this to move.
Yeah.
This becomes the second center.
Yeah. Right.
So
Correct.
yeah, it really amplifies what your waist hip does, your hip does, Uddiyana.
Yeah.
Whatever the Uddiyana does, it will amplify into the Gada's center.
Right.
And gravity is acting on this also. So you
Wow.
should use gravity.
Yeah.
Gravity is pulling down, so
Yeah.
see what I'm doing? I'm going with gravity and using that.
Oh, it's hidden.
It's like the Nike swoosh.
Yeah.
Zoop.
Yeah.
Most idiots are swinging Gada. They don't know the swoosh.
Yeah.
It's the swoosh that removes teeth and breaks noses.
Yeah.
And
Breaks
they don't know
jaws and
anything.
break skulls.
They don't know anything.
Yeah.
It's a very secret art.
Mm.
You can't know anything about it till you learn it from a guru.
Yeah.
What you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gada will move like a light, weightless object if you use it in the right way.
Yeah.
If you know their forms.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nobody can pick up this gada and attack someone. They can't. They'll be like, "Wah."
Yeah. To get that control, we have to first do the foundation.
Yeah, you have to be strong first before I can teach you all this. It'll rip your muscles out.
Yeah.
First build muscles, then I can teach. No.
Yeah.
This in the foundation, we can't teach all this.
Yeah.
The proper strikes of the gada will accelerate your muscles in ways you can't imagine.
Yeah.
It will create a locomotion inside you on the muscle surfaces that you have never experienced before. Yeah. It's like the beats of a drum. Thum, 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 walking through your body. Different thumps will happen. And you really need a resilient body to be able to bear that much of energy. So train in the basics first. The center of the gada you'll find out, don't worry. There is no center, you are the center.
Yeah.
Gada is the extension, you are the center. Don't think of the gada as having another center separate from yours. Your center is the center.
Yeah.
Gada is like your hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
It's just a big fist. What do you think it is? Yeah. It's like a large fist coming at you. It's a punch coming at you from any side.
The fist is shaped like that.
Fist is a gada. This is the real Hanuman gada, which you don't need to carry anywhere.
Yeah.
What can this do? For someone who practices gada, what can this do? A foot is another gada. 2 gadas. 4 gadas you have. 2 feet, 2 hands. Head is another gada with a spine.
Yeah.
I don't need gada to defeat people. I have 5 gadas already.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun, they'll fly.
Yeah.
My hip is a gada too.
Yeah.
6 gadas I have.
Yeah.
If I want to, I can make my knee into a gada as well. Make my elbow into a gada as well. Yeah, man. I can make my finger into a gada. How painful it is. If I make the finger the gada and then I attack someone, it's very painful, man.
Yeah.
It has to be felt to be believed.
They just show it in the movies.
See this?
Yeah.
How does it feel, man?
It's
Do you feel like you're
sending-
being hit with a finger?
Oh
Does it feel like a finger or what?
no.
What does it feel like?
Feels like a sharp weapon. Like the back of an axe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be. If I use this whole thing, it's sharp gada.
Yeah.
Ankusha. This is the sharp gada.
Okay.
Yeah. If you practice gada, you have to be very careful. I used to start breaking the handles of things by mistake. And shake hands, people are like, whoa! I'm just using the old force.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you doing? Why are you crushing? I thought my bones will break. I'm like, I just shook hands.
You should.
Once I lifted a car out of a ditch, and people are like, what? 7 guns were trying to pick the car out, and it's rotating, wheels rotating. You know how it happens in Goa and the monsoon.
They just show it in the movies. Like they have superhuman strength.
I came
They
along, I
start
said,
flying.
I have to get my dhoti dirty today. I tied my dhoti up and I started shaking the car like this. Tup, 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 tup. I used the muscle releases or the rhythms that come from practice of Hanuman Gada. Tum, 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 tum. Muscle pulsations.
Yeah.
With those muscle pulsations, I was able to push the car out.
Yeah.
It came out. Muscle pulsations also. See this. Okay. I'm just holding here. It's normal force. And now I start muscle pulsation. What does it feel? This is a little bit scary force, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I put some, what will happen?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
And you can go on pulsating, muscle pulsation.
yeah.
Okay? When you practice, how does your hand feel?
Feels like you are able to control me with so much of precision.
Yeah, and I can give you the pulsations too.
Yeah.
Now you feel. Your mirror neurons will start the same pulsation in some time.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Yeah. I'm also feeling in control. Yeah, I'm feeling that in me. Yeah.
You feel that things are just growing. And you become like a snake that raised its hood. And then you can push anything. Then you put everything back.
35%.
Relax. Only when you need to take action. Yeah. So you can swell up into that in 1 second and go boom. I swell up. If I swell up and hit someone and then come back to my normal force, they'll think coconut fell on his head. Yeah, man. If I punch someone, they ask like if something stone fell. Later when the police come. Did he hit you with a stone? It's like, no, it's just hand. That many bones broken. So yeah, it's really important to train in Hanuman Gada, not just for the physical power, but for that feeling of I can face anything, I can do anything. That feeling is important. You have to feel that you can do what you came on earth to do. Shouldn't be feeling that, oh man, my life is a failure. I'm not doing what I came to do. Shit, I'm growing old and dying. What is this? Get out of it. Learn Hanuman Gada. Get out of it.
Yeah.
Be Hanuman.
So how can it help people who are overweight, the foundations?
It won't help people who are overweight. The foundation is for you to develop a spiritual practice with Hanuman, where you will connect into your own energy, see your own leaks and fix yourself. This is not therapy, this is spiritual practice. Those who want therapy, go to doctor. No? If you're overweight, just get sunlight. That's all they need. They're not converting. If you can't have sunlight in your country, expose yourself to cold. You have 50 jackets on. Take out 49 of them and expose yourself to the cold. Until you shiver, then you put your jackets back on. That much if you do, you will not have obesity anymore. It will just melt away. Okay? And just stop exposing yourself to blue light after sunset. I already said this in the beginning of the podcast. If you can't do that much, you will be fat. Everything that you eat will get converted to fat and hang around your body. Because it's not being processed, because it doesn't have energy from the sun. Okay? Please don't waste my time in Hanuman Gada saying I want to lose weight.
Yeah.
You don't need Hanuman Gada for this.
Yeah. So there are also people who are underweight. Can they do it?
As long as they're following the light discipline, and underweight people have to eat meat.
Yeah.
Otherwise they can't grow. It's there in Ayurveda. You want to build muscle, you have to eat muscle. Yeah, I'm not making this up. You read Ashtanga Hridayam. You have to eat the carnivorous animal, that too. So fish is the best if you want to increase your weight. You have to start eating fish, because the fish eats a fish, eats a fish, eats a fish. Eat the biggest fish you can find and you'll increase your weight. Now people will scare you, mercury. Then what is the fish liver for? It takes the mercury out. Don't worry. Don't eat the fish liver. Eat the fish. Eat the fish flesh. You have to do that. That's the Ayurvedic way for you to put on muscle. Otherwise you'll be very skinny your whole life and you'll be living at a fraction of the energy possible for you. Nothing will go right in your life. It's very important. You can argue with me how much ever you want. But guess what? I won't reply. I'll just delete it. Don't give yourself and myself work. Okay? Go and check Ashtanga Hridayam and see what is the remedy for people who are thin. It's to eat carnivorous animal. It's called Kshaya in Ayurveda. Okay, so that's for skinny people. Why you need Hanuman Gada? You don't need Hanuman Gada to not be skinny.
Yeah.
You don't need Hanuman Gada to lose weight. You first not be skinny and then you lose weight or whatever, and you come to a fitness level where you can practice Hanuman Gada, then you come. Don't come here and say, I came here to lose my obesity. I don't mind if you're overweight, if you're doing the sun discipline, while you practice Hanuman Gada, you will lose weight. But you have to get out and go out and work out and just get out of this trap of this rat itihasa. slave rat itihasa that we have. Gandhiji liberated us. Until then we were slave rats. No, this rat itihasa has to be replaced with a divine itihasa. Like, I want to learn something spiritual. I want to connect to Hanuman. I want to really understand what are those golden winds that flow. I want to feel that and see what are the siddhis. I want to explore them. Does Hanuman really give me the 8 siddhis? What do I have to do for it? Understand that there's more to life than your limited identity right now as a rat slave. You have to get out of that identity and get into an identity of a Sri Ram slave. Okay, Sri Ram Das you become. No need to be a Das of the British. Okay, so when you become Ram Das, then he takes care of everything. He's Bhagwan Vishnu. He knows the past, present, and future. Everything happens in the sea of his consciousness. So let's be there. We have to understand our spirituality very deeply. It's not mono-layered. It's not so easy that a small child can get it. You need to have a matured mind to understand spirituality. It's not for indoctrination. Sanatana Dharma, you can't indoctrinate someone with Sanatana Dharma because it's so complicated. How will you indoctrinate someone with something so complicated? You have to train them in a Gurukulam. You can't be indoctrinated. I just can't give you some doctrine. You need an experience. So those who want an experience and not a doctrine, then you come to Hanuman Gada. Otherwise, spirituality is empty. There's no experience part only. Experiential part at all. So just doctrines. Doctrines, dogmas, theories as spirituality. And then you just keep doing it out of fear that what if I don't do it, what will happen? This is people's spirituality. You come to fix your broken spirituality. Your broken body is a result of your broken spirituality. You come for that. Okay, so I want to set the expectations right. I'm not expecting patients to come here to find therapy. We do that also. It's called yoga therapy. That is separate. But I cannot offer it in public because it has to be done one-on-one. There's no online healing. You come here and get therapy and go. But I have not invited anyone yet because I don't have the place and the time. But we'll set it up. The Gurukulam is going to offer all these things when it's set up. Okay. So join our programs and help us set up the Gurukulam faster so that we can help humanity.
Great. So this also applies to people who have a underdeveloped upper body. Many of them do, and many of them want to learn Hanuman Gada because they want to develop.
Yes, come and learn.
There are some people who what's the cause for that deformity? You explained.
Upper body deformity is because we are not swinging. We are not doing that, and we are not swinging anything overhead either. This also kind of replicates that same muscular agility and strength that apes have when they hold and grip. We don't hold and grip and swing. Anything, either you swing yourself or you swing something, then your upper body will start to build in the right way, in a most beautiful aesthetic way. Otherwise it builds in a very dysfunctional way that is not practical for anything else. It's just like to win a bodybuilding competition, that is some idea of the Greeks. That's not our idea of a beautiful body. Why are we going after the Greek idea of which body is beautiful? Look at Hanuman. He looks like me only. Go to the temple and see. This is the figure which Hanuman has. Why is that? Why is Hanuman not some six-pack jacked bodybuilder? Because that body is not practical. You can't fight with that body. You need to have some fat stores as fuel to fight. You get all ripped and jacked and that and this and then how will you fight long term? If 100 people come, you'll be defeated. You can't sustain. You don't have the energy. The easiest way to store energy in the body is as fat. Otherwise, you got the liver with its glycogen stores and the brain has its glycogen stores. If you don't want to deplete those stores, you better have some body fat. Otherwise, you'll keep depleting the glycogen stores of your brain and your liver. And people with very low fat cannot process vitamins. Vitamin D won't get processed. Cholesterol won't be enough to make hormones. So don't get so ripped. There's a lot of hormonal issues with it. And then what you see in Instagram is people dehydrating themselves so that they can look a little more ripped in the photos. And then if it's photos, you can be sure there's a good touch of filters applied on it.
Yeah.
And the videos also, you can do a lot of stuff with lighting and all that.
They
And
do a
now
lot of
AI is coming too.
They do a lot of costly surgeries afterwards, after going through these like, phases.
Yeah. Wow. So much surgery. Like what? Why? You went on fitness. What are you doing in the hospital?
Yeah.
Isn't it the opposite? Shouldn't fitness take you away from hospital forever? Huh? So that's what it is. So don't go after fitness, man. Go after spiritual growth. Everything will come, including fitness. If your spiritual practice isn't making you fit, it's not a spiritual practice. What the heck it is? What is it? I don't know. Sorry for the language, but I get irritated when people say I'm doing a spiritual practice and they look like they could die.
Yeah.
It's not correct. You're misleading people. You're telling them that this is the result. Death is the result of spiritual doctrine. No, Amrita is. Your cells have to be healing faster than they are decaying. Then you're on some kind of real spiritual practice. Otherwise, it's just gas. You know. People should train hard, no? Get hungry to train that hard, so that you can get some real things, no? People are busy in the market trying to sell you some shiny solution to your problems. With least effort. So Alex Hormozy teaches that you should make an offer. The value of the offer goes up when you can achieve it with least effort. Then by the offer I'm giving is it's not easy. It's challenging.
Yeah.
Even my yoga is a challenge, what I teach. Hanuman Gada is also a challenge only.
Yeah.
We call it only challenge.
Yeah.
No confusion here. It's not easy. So is my offer shit? Is no one joining? No, people want to join.
Yeah.
Why? Because people want to do difficult things. Alex Hormozy was wrong about this. He said make it effortless.
Yeah.
No, give people a challenge and they'll step up to it.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Yeah. How does it help people who have a weaker lower body?
Well, weaker lower body, upper body, whatever weakness will go, man. It's Hanuman Gada.
I mean,
You
why
don't
does
swing
it
Hanuman
happen?
Gada from your hands. You swing it from your toes.
Yeah.
From your toes till your head, everything is working when you swing.
Yeah.
If you go on Instagram, this is what you have.
Yeah.
Mace work. Windmills. Abhi chup pe.
Yeah.
That's not Hanuman Gada. There your lower body is doing no work.
Yeah.
But if you see a Hanuman Gada practitioner, the stance itself, already the lower body is doing
Yeah.
work. See, my lower body is doing
Yeah.
work. When I'm ready,
Yeah.
I can strike your bum like that and bum like this.
Yeah. That other side is also Gada.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a mini Gada, no?
Yeah.
Small party.
That
It's a big
switches.
party. New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
So, one more thing I want to tell you about legs is that the legs become like a spring. You see, it's your transmission from when you push the earth. The whole body has to push the earth. That energy needs to be transmitted back into the Gada. Every part of your body is working. Believe me on this. Even your internal organs are participating in a Hanuman Gada workout.
Yeah.
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 That's how it's designed. It's very ancient stuff, man.
Yeah.
I didn't design this. It's
Yeah.
designed
To
by
take
Hanuman.
to take a leap from one end to the other will what kind of leg strength will be?
Huh.
How much of bench press?
Yeah.
What's it called? I don't know.
Yeah, Hanuman didn't skip leg day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day was leg day.
Huh.
Some women were asking whether this will help them, especially about their menstrual health. They're concerned because it seems to be a very masculine practice apparently. But can women also practice?
Why not? There were women Vanaras also.
Yeah.
All the female gods have a gada.
Yeah.
You know, Shankha Chakra, Gada Haste, Mahalakshmi Namostate.
Yeah.
What are we saying?
Yeah.
Mahalakshmi is carrying a gada.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything more feminine? Can you think of anybody more feminine than Mahalakshmi?
No ways.
Huh?
Yeah.
No. Does she look like she has PCOD or something? No, right? She looks beautiful, radiant, right? She doesn't have any of those things. And yet she's carrying a gada.
Yeah.
The lady's gada is obviously much lighter. And what it does in a lady's body is also completely different
Yeah.
as to what it does inside the male body.
Yeah.
So, the hormones and the cycles of a lady are very different. So, the training methodology also will be very different. It can't be the same. Right? The same intensity they can't do. They should not do. A man should do the practice in the morning, not in the evening. That's when our hormones, our male sexual hormones, peak in the morning. But female sexual hormones have an ebb and a flow. So during the flow, she shouldn't be training hard stuff of Hanuman Gada, just the meditations. Sharpen the axe. And then you do the hardcore stuff when you're ovulating. So go according to your cycles and you can do it. It's no problem.
Yeah. This was also taught during, I think, British or like in a lot of Maratha armies as well. There were a lot of warrior women who have.
My ancestors are from Kolhapur, where we had Tara Devi.
Yeah. Tara Devi.
Single-handedly kept the Mughals at bay.
Yeah.
What is this? Women, fighting is not masculine or feminine.
Yeah.
Devi has fought wars. Kolhapur is named after Kolasur, who was killed by Devi.
Yeah.
His last wish when he was dying is a pig-shaped Asura. Asura in the form of pig. So she killed him.
Okay.
And then she made pork chops out of him. But before that he said, can you please name this city after me? So she said, okay.
Okay.
And that's why it's called Kolhapur. So Lakshmi herself is killing. Like it's we heard, yeah, Kali is killing and all, but Lakshmi herself is killing now. What?
Yeah.
What is the message to the younger generation?
Yeah.
Develop yourself physically. That's the message from every god. Turn yourself into a divine weapon. You are the tip of the spear, I said, of the universe. Look at you. What will the spear penetrate? The spear will go pachak against whatever it hits. Why your body is not like a spear?
Yeah.
No. You have to be sharp like a spear.
Yeah.
Mentally and physically.
Yeah. Also regarding men, men also have a lot of sexual issues and cycles. Their cycles are different than women's, like you said. A lot of ignorance is there in male cycles, probably.
Yeah.
So how can it help them with their sexual health and
Men keep ejaculating every day.
Yeah.
What will happen? They lose their sexual energy. Between your 20s and 30s, you can probably ejaculate 4 times in a month or once a week. As you get into your 40s, you should make it less. And as you get into your 50s, once a month is enough.
Yeah.
Okay? And after that, there will come a time where you don't have to ejaculate at all. You would have conquered it so much that is being converted inside. So, but I think once a month for an older man is okay. But you shouldn't ejaculate. You should learn how to orgasm and you should learn to get truly aroused. People don't even have a hard erection because they don't know how to get truly aroused. There are 3 points inside the male anatomy. One is the perineum. It's like a drum. The drum needs to start vibrating. That's when arousal starts inside. Another point is called the Uddiyana. It's deep inside. That also needs to start getting turgid and vibrating. And then the erect penis is a symptom of that. Of the arousal, inner arousal. The outer arousal is a symptom of the inner arousal. But we are not having these drums beating inside. We're just pushing energy into the penis and then it comes back also down. So people can't last more than 5 minutes. Because they're not really getting aroused from those drum beats which are coming from inside. You're not feeling it at all.
Yeah.
Male arousal is glorious thing, man.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. It is a glorious thing. Your body puts all your energy into that one organ. It's an amazing thing, but nobody thinks of it as an amazing thing. It's a real shivling. It is Shiva getting activated inside you. Your most divine self getting activated. People look at it so dirty. They think what I said now is very dirty.
Yeah. It's a big disconnect between the top and the bottom.
Yeah. So in the morning, naturally you're aroused. Your testosterone is high. If you're really healthy, you'll wake up with an erection only. That's the greatest thing. You're like fully aroused at that time.
Yeah.
You know. And that's the time a lot of people go masturbate and then waste it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that. You can come closer and closer to orgasm, but don't ejaculate. You know. For men, it's very important to to arouse yourself, to see yourself in your erect form once a day. Why you can't do this? That's your best form. If you don't find that as your best and most beautiful form, then your sexual energy is zero.
Yeah.
If any part of your life is better than sex, then your sexual energy is low. Because nothing can be better than a sexually aroused man. But they're not anymore. We're just like mildly, partially aroused. You need to invest in your sexuality.
Yeah. Two of the main killers in this world are diabetes and heart disease. Yeah. So in India also they are the top two.
So what is it telling you? You're overusing your heart.
Yeah.
And diabetes is because not enough sunlight.
Yeah.
And even heart disease can happen because atherosclerosis, for example, happens when you don't have enough sunlight.
Yeah.
Cholesterol is not getting converted. So the LDL cholesterol becomes sticky and then starts sticking around in the arteries. Why do you have so much LDL cholesterol? No sunlight and no cold. So if you're like me, you'll get both, sunlight and cold. You won't have heart issues. And heart issues are also because of too much disagreement. It is heavy on your heart. Every time someone disagrees with you, it's heavy on your heart. That's why the moment someone starts disagreeing with me, I ask, how important, valuable is this person? Not important. Go. Get out. Don't be here. I just remove them from my life. I'm not there only for them to argue. They can't find me after that. I'm gone. They can't find me again. They have to have real motivation to find me again. And then finding me is a scary thing. It's like finding a tiger. So then they stay away. They mind the business. Okay? So you shouldn't have conflicts. You shouldn't have disagreements. And you shouldn't have indecision. That's how you get heart disease. You know, yes, but.
Who's that guy?
Yes, but. Yes, but everyone knows. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, marriage, but toxic. Yes, job, but stress. No, like that. They have various things. You know? Yes, health, but lonely. You know? Yes, buts are too much.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people who are yes, buts.
Yeah.
And you should stop this yes, butting.
Yeah.
Okay? If it's yes, it's yes. If it's no, it's no. But there's no yes, but. When you have these yes, buts, then through the yes, buts, no, disagreement comes into your heart and breaks it. That's the way to keep shattering your heart, literally also. So heart is very much related to, the electricity in the heart is very much related to your emotions. If you keep on having such fluctuations in your heart electricity, what will happen? One day there was voltage fluctuations in my house and my air conditioning got burnt out. Even though it had a stabilizer. The fluctuations were so much the stabilizers kept cutting on, off, on, off, on, off. It burned the stabilizer, sorry, not the AC. Yeah. So stabilizer burnt out. It couldn't take it so much. That's what your heart is doing. On, off, on, off, on. Am I turned on or am I turned off? Turn on, off. Just turn on, off, yes, buts, no? Turn on, off. They're the ones with heart trouble. Okay? So stop being a turn on, off. tell me about your husband. It's such a turn on off. Because somewhere you get turned on by the idea that you found your life partner. But everything else is a turn off. What will happen to your heart? You'll die soon, that's what will happen.
Yeah.
You can't do turn on off for long. It's not sustainable. It's so hard to do turn on off. Why you do it? Be turned on or off. Don't be turned off.
Yeah.
Try to cook an omelette. Turn the flame on, turn it off. Turn the flame on, turn it off. It will not cook. Same with your body. Keep sending mixed signals. I'm getting mixed signals from this new guy. Yeah. Somebody's telling me. And I'm like, you're going to kill yourself. Either be in or out. Don't be in out. Are you in or out? No, I'm in out. What is this? And when you close the door, you'll get cut in half, no? Like a mosquito. Why are you buzzing around at the threshold? You either come in or you get out. Don't be like Vasal Vasi. Living in the door. What is going on? Why are you Vasal Vasi? Don't do that.
3 names we heard.
Yeah, turn on off Vasal Vasi and experts. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Which causing heart disease all over the country and all over the globe.
Yeah. So that's it in today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. It's really, power-packed knowledge. It's a lot of divine understanding of how this universe actually works and learning it through a physical sadhana like Hanuman Gada, which is an immortal art. Come. So, you start developing a lot of your senses and your subtle senses. Now, you can communicate with dogs, you can communicate with bees, you can communicate with trees, communicate with the earth, you can communicate with the sun. Okay, and be able to use these natural powers that are coming in your life. You just need to step out in the outdoors and experience this. But in order to even experience those things on a daily basis and have a spiritual experience every day, because you're not just communicating with yourself, okay? There are a lot of other energies present around you that you can sense and that you can interact with, okay? So coming out in nature here and training helps a lot, and coming to divine places gives you divine abilities and powers to be able to navigate through the hardships of life especially, and do hard things mainly, because this is a warrior's practice and you need to be in that warrior spirit, in that learning attitude which is there in the Gurukulam. It's a very different learning environment than whatever you have come across so far, okay? You have to learn. If it's not working, you have to drop it, you have to learn something else, okay? So it's you learn a lot, okay? And you learn fast, you fail fast, and you move on, okay? So in order to be able to do those things, you need to be in that environment where this is allowed, okay? And you don't have to do anything, you are allowing those things to be done, okay? That's all. You get out of your own way of learning. You're a natural learning machine, okay? Human beings learn a lot. When you do these divine arts, you'll start learning about life, you'll start learning about yourself, you'll start learning about this world. And the energies and the energy fields around you, your energy field. Guruji has a lot of experience. He's a martial artist. He has countless experience in so many different martial arts, over 50 martial arts, and a lot of them are divine martial arts. If you want to learn from him, you can start by learning Hanuman Gada, which is one of the best practices that you can do in this lifetime. Okay, who gets the opportunity to learn Hanuman Gada in Kali Yuga? Okay, you need to ask yourself this. Okay, if Hanuman is still out there and he's protecting the people and the devotees and the sadhakas of Kali Yuga, then why haven't you yet established a strong and a divine contact with him? So you need to ask yourself this, and you need to train to be able to even sense it. Okay, you need to train to able to afford the hardships that are there in your life. Okay, and to be able to afford the energy to deal with them. So there's an interview process for this. If you're interested, make sure that you contact me. My link is given below, and I will see you again in our next episode. If you learned something new, please share it in the comments what you learned, and it will encourage a lot of people who are also learning and who are also trying to understand. Okay, you create the environment, all right? You create the environment wherever you go. If you create a better environment by commenting better, then other people will learn. Okay, but if you are disrespectful in your comments, then nobody learns. Your comment gets deleted, and you're of no significant value to the knowledge of Hanuman. Okay, so do some justice to Hanuman's knowledge, and please be respectful in your comments and ask questions if you have. Okay, ask questions. Everything, if you have a conclusion already, and if you disagree, then there's no need to watch this. You can watch something else. There are people who agree with this. Let them watch this. Okay, it's not for you. So I pray that you understand what I just said. I will see you again in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Jai Hanuman.